Hi, I'm Luke Serveld. Welcome to another episode of Meet the Gaffer. Hey, I just wanted to go over a real quick little rig for holding a phone a little more securely than just the person hand holding it. You know, you're out in the field, you need a little over the shoulder of that screen, and you're either going to replace the screen or you're doing it live. You may have had the person bring it up into frame, and now you're into that sequence and you want to have a little more rigidity. This isn't, super locked down like you would on a stage, but you're out in the field, you didn't need a little something. Often I'll take a low boy combo and put a bigger head on it, a lollipop, and have an arm come out, and then I can attach to that. So then the base and sandbagged or whatever is a little more sturdy. Here I just have a baby C stand with the arm inverted, so I just have the pipe coming out, and then I have this little Manfrotto. It's like a magic arm type thing, and they sell these. This is the 244 mini, and you can get different ends. So you can have a 1/4-20 end, or you can have 3/8. And I have 3/8 on this side, and then I have a little adapter in here so I can go to, this is just, a receiver, and what's the other end of it? Well, I've got it on there pretty tight. It just has a female thread here, so then I can put whatever I want on here. And then receiver, I can put that on the end here. And then this, I'm just going to put to a little small rig plate. And it's just tiny, and then that can screw on the back. Now, the trick with a lot of these phones is their cases have gotten more and more slick. So finding something that really adheres to this well is harder and harder. Now, what I like to do is have a plate of some sort that I can attach to the phone, and then that has all kinds of ways of screwing in. So here it has female threads of 1/4-20 or 3/8. So I have my choice. Now, to get this on here, often I like to take, like blue painter's tape, put that on here first, put that on here as well, and then put the tape together, just so that I don't have all the gumminess on either of these surfaces. Now, again, that may not adhere at all. And I have a bunch of different sticky tapes, and this is sort of the older version of Joe's sticky stuff. And I think now they have, the backing is in white, but regardless, it's a clear tape, double-sided clear tape. That's Joe's sticky stuff. That's usually has been just fine overall. I was just on a shoot where this wasn't good enough. So then other choices, this is sort of a foam back double stick, and that's not that sticky, but it's handy for a lot of things. So I have that in my kit. Then I have some stuff from this clear double-sided as well. This is just from Tap Plastics. That's a company here that has all kinds of plastic stuff, and they also have these tapes. This too is a clear version of that. It's just a little lower profile and works great on a lot of surfaces. It wasn't working on this the other day. This is just snot tape and paper tape. I use that for windows. Then I found this stuff online, and it's sort of a larger clear double stick, and it has backing on one side and not on the other, so you can pull that off. And this is amazingly strong stuff that you can adhere all kinds of things, but I tried it on the phone and it wouldn't stick. And then one of the guys had some butyl, and this is a regular art department kind of thing, and that worked great. Now, I think I can just pull it. So this is black butyl, and so we ended up, separate it out, get a little more area. So we'll put 2 chunks of it on here. They should probably be a little more even than what I'm doing. And then I'm just going to go straight to my case. And let's see how that adheres. So pressing that in. Yeah, this is already doing better than this other stuff. So that kind of won the day. Now here I'm just going to put it kind of lower, and then I'm going to go to one of the lower threads. And when this is loose, see it has one tie down knob that tightens the whole thing. So when that's loose, they're all loose. And so you can just screw that in, and then you can put it in the person's hand, and however you want them to hold it. If they're going to hold it in their left, hold it in their right, and then if they're going to manipulate it either with 2 hands or 1 hand. And then to camera, I'm just doing it from my vantage point here, but you do it to the camera's vantage point, and you figure out how you can tighten it all. Of course, this isn't even tightened. Tighten it all so that and this is just, it's for this purpose, it's rigid enough, but basically, here you could hold it, and then you hide the mechanism, exoskeleton, if you will, behind the person's arm, out of frame. And then, we'll just loosen this ever so slightly, and put it there. And then here I can open whatever I want and play with it in that way. So that is just a real quick overview of an easy rig to put in with some kind of sticky tape to adhere your phone to a plate, and then that to your arm, and that way you can save the day. Hey, thanks for watching. We'll see you again next time. Now in this particular setup, we're actually using a turtle stand and a lollipop. So just how I showed you, she's using it to rest her arm. And then here we're using a low boy combo for a couple more setups where we're using the phone. And this is how I shot this episode with 2 cameras.